On the road. An underthrow win against a Western Conference rival. The Golden State Warriors are ready for this thing to get started. And get ready for another dose of NBA basketball on 2K Sports.
Timeout.
Kevin Harlan with you, joined by Doris Burke, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge reporting courtside. Earlier in the season, the Golden State Warriors ended up losing their last game in this matchup against the Clippers. And that game moved the season series to 2-0. And these two teams are both aggressive, attacking in transition.
Well, you've got to play to your strengths, right? But really, the league in general is looking for early offense. These teams, no different.
Now here's Barnes. Now here's Edwards. Back to Barnes. Just 5 to shoot. Over Wiggins. Barnes can't get it to go. And it's Wiggins with the ball for Los Angeles. Pass to Jokic. Jokic draws the double. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession.
You two.
The jump ball.
Jump ball call.
So it's the Clippers now. 6 on the shot clock. Jacks up a 3. Tyrese Maxey grabs the miss. This team has handed a lot of responsibility to Tyrese Maxey, but Greg, he's lived up to it.
And has grown very well into his role with the team, shown that he can be a scorer all over the floor. Amazing to think how far he's come in such a short amount of time.
And so it's the Warriors getting on the board first. Here's Jokic. The shot misses. Excellent D there from Parrish. Maxey looking it over. And it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Parrish outside. Shot clock at 6. Edwards inside. That one's in, his first shot this game.
How about that handle? The dribble drive by Anthony Edwards, so tough.
Jokic a screen. Beyond the arc. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
You can't just stop when there's a big setup. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Here's Caldwell-Pope. The Warriors making the shot. No good on the 3. Here's the Warriors with the ball. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Teron Lue and I had a few minutes to share.
Coach had praise for one of the opponents tonight, the versatile Scotty Barnes. He told me Scotty's somebody that can do it all. He can score, pass, rebound, and defend multiple positions. That's rare for a player his age. So, Kevin, Scotty's still growing as a player.
Thanks, David. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Outside Edwards. No one near Maxey as he lets it fly. And he's good on the 3-ball. Maxey's got 5 now.
Take your focus off Maxey for 1 second, and he will let it fly. And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
And it's Contavious Caldwell-Pope with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Substitution for the Warriors.
1:58 left here in the opening quarter.
D'Anthony Melton.
The open shot, Maxey. The Clippers grab the miss.
All alone from mid-range. They know he won't miss many of those.
One of the best passing bigs the league has to offer. If you're open, Jokic will find you.
Maxey on the wing. Screen by Parrish. From 20 feet out. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. He has 7. The Clippers trail. It's stolen by Jones. Outside, Maxey. Here's Parrish. And it's Parrish with the jam.
And Parrish is an active big man. Someone that uses his size and length well on the offensive glass.
Pass to George. Fires the 3. Offensive rebound. To the paint. Outside for Starks. A 3-pointer, no good. A chance at a 2-for-1 if they want it.
I try. Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
Porter with the steal. Here's Parrish. And it's Parrish finishing it off.
It'd be nice if everybody took as much pride in his rebounding as he does.
You know what? He loves that part of the game, and it shows.
Well, but as defenders keep forgetting to box him out, he continues to just make them pay.
Maxey with it. Puts up a deep 3. That shot, no good. And that does it for the first quarter. Warriors lead by a 2. And we'll get the second quarter underway.
17.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Warriors.
And they've set the tone from the jump. They're looking to pound it inside and score in the paint.
And their assist total also impressive early, creating with the pass and playing for teammates. Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
GA, you look how Garland can create for himself. Very good off the catch or the bounce.
He's so deadly off of those high pick and rolls because he can dribble into that 3. A playmaker that can do that is a headache. Garland knows how to create that space and get his look.
Here's Riley. That's good, and it's Garland with the assist.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
And here's Melton. Hasn't made one yet. That one's in, his first shot this game.
Well, defensively, to me, you've got to do a better job communicating once the screen comes.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Darius Garland, the son of former NBA player Winston Garland, said that he was a sponge growing up listening to his dad. He hung on every word about playing point guard. Darius says, I learned the little things much quicker. taught me at a young age to change gears to keep defenders off balance. Kevin?
And he's doing it. I love the tricks of the trade you just talked about. Thank you so much.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Barnes left side. Right side, Portis. The shot, no good. Clippers trailed by 10. And a wide open look for Walker. It's good from long range.
And they're hitting long-range shots that they were missing in the first quarter, but still have ground to make up.
On the wing, Melton. Edwards looking it over. It's up a three. Look at Edwards hitting home the three. Well, Doris, both you and I had the honor of being in that 2020 bubble in Florida. Any memories from Orlando?
I think, Kev, just how unique the setting was, and I have to give some props to the players. No fans, no normalcy, away from their families for extended periods, and yet they were able to lock in and give us some incredible moments.
To the right side. Pass to Salon. Boucher the screen. Here is Riley. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. And count it. The shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
He can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
The Clippers shooting their third free throw shot of the game. 1:56 left to play here in the second quarter. Warriors leading by 10. Here's Maxey. 7 points in the game. And another three for Golden State.
The defense a step slow. You can see the results.
Starks outside. Sinks that one from the post. Starks has got 6.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
Now Maxey. He's got 10. And here's Edwards from the arc. And Jokic with the rebound.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Jokic a screen. .54 seconds left in the first half of the game. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
What's great about Jokic, GA, is he can put up MVP numbers, and he's got a little personality to him, doesn't he?
He does. You can tell he just loves life. He loves everything he does, especially when he's on the floor, making his teammates better.
Screen by Parrish. Here's Maxey. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. 12 points for him.
Oh, nice shot by Maxey. He is definitely a three-level guy.
Down low. Here's Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
He just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Now, here's Maxey. 12 points for him. Plenty of space. He's off on that one. And so it's the Golden State Warriors with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. And we've got more on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. Starks, right side. Pass to Jokic. Wiggins outside. Good, and the assist goes to Jokic. Wiggins is going to win again within single digits for the Clippers. Maxey with it. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And one uncalled roll.
Probably the last guy you want to foul out there. Maxey was automatic at the start.
And the first one at the line is good. The Warriors making a switch here. Maxey hits them both.
This is about the last guy you want to send to the stripe right now. They keep fouling him, and he keeps making them.
Here's Jokic. And stolen by Maxey. Here's Edwards. Caldwell Pope with some nice D. Clippers trailed by 9. Jokic's screen. And that one is stuffed right through.
Just a terrific effort on the offensive glass. That's how they're going to cut into this league.
And Greg, a dunk like that is sure to give them a spark. Count the basket.
And with how explosive Maxey is, he's not your average guard in the paint.
The 3 from George. It's rebounded by Portis. Warriors leading by 9. Outside, Maxey. Outside, Portis. Sinks the triple. Portis has got himself on the board with 3 there.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Left side, Edwards. Edwards.
Oh, guys, the agility, the hops, everything about Anthony Edwards, so good athletically.
It's George on the wing. Higgins outside. Stolen by Jones. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Here's Maxey. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
This guy is cooking right now. He is leading them on the offensive end as they remain in front here.
And the Warriors making a change here. Clippers trail by 17. Pass to Salone. Stolen by Jones. Maxey on the wing. Screen by Parrish. To the inside. It's rebounded by Salone.
Great contest by the defender, but that's a dunk you've got to put down in his face.
The shot, no good.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And I think you can start to feel their frustration mounting. With every missed bucket, it becomes more and more desperate.
Right now, I've sent it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Clippers are intent on winning big. Coach Tyronn Lue said half of it is great talent, and I think half of it is execution. When you get to the playoffs, it's a whole different animal. We got to be 100% execution with our talent. That makes for a dangerous team. Kevin?
Very dangerous. All right, David. Greg, every year we have the Best Teammate Award. What are some of those qualities that you admire in a great teammate?
You know, Kevin, you want guys who make you better and who make it fun to come to work every day. In the end, teammates are like family. So trust, commitment, and just enjoying being with one another, it matters.
To the left wing. Here's Salone. Drops in the tray. Salone's got 6.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
Here's Jones, and he drops it in from the low post.
Well, this is what he does. Find ways to make his presence felt, and this time on the offensive glass.
How about the hustle on display there? That kind of effort will earn respect from everyone.
Here's Salone. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
I'll tell you, you are playing with fire anytime you leave this guy open, and they just got burned.
Melton. Outside Porter for the three. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Following this one, they get to host the Mavericks. That game will conclude a 3-game homestand. The Clippers shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. He's off on the first.
At the line for your Clippers.
And he sinks the second. Warriors leading by 14. Here's Melton. Outside Porter. Outside Portis. From outside the arc. Messi grabs the rebound. Garland, that's for 2. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's the Golden State Warriors with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter.
51.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. Over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, guys. Well, Steve Kerr talked to his team during the last timeout. He told them, don't look at the scoreboard. We have to play like we're tied. They want their team to sustain that level of effort and see how it works out. Yep.
Thank you, David. To the middle. Stolen by George. Now the Clippers moving it up. Shoots from the elbow. And, yep, and the clock just rolling around the rim. Warriors leading by 12. Outside, Maxey. It's tipped. Starks with the steal. It's George on the wing. Inside. Jokic on top. Parrish grabs the board.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
Lobbed up there for Edwards. Wiggins right side. Three-pointer. Knocks down the 3-ball.
That gets up in the air so smoothly. Andrew Wiggins, a nice foundation for that shot.
Screen by Parrish. Maxey, no good.
Well, you're trying to answer the three, but you force up a shot that he would have been better off passing up.
From deep, Jokic. It's rebounded by Portis.
Yeah, and you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
You see the work Anthony Edwards has put in on his decision-making. That's a pretty setup.
Here's Salon. The dunk and the foul. Powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. Scotty Barnes picks one up. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A score breakdown for the Warriors.
They bullied the defense here in the paint. Look at all of those buckets inside. Just hard to defend in the paint.
And the other thing, guys, that they've been very effective at is shooting the long-range jumpers. The defense has been having trouble closing out to them in this game in particular.
And what you love about Edwards is how intense he is. God plays hard every minute he's on the floor.
There's Porter with the three. Another shot. And it's Parrish missing. Clippers trail by 12. Pass to Salon. There's the three. Kept alive. Outside for George. From deep, Jokic. It's rebounded by Golden State.
And I'll tell you, they're going to need more from this guy if they're going to cut into this deficit.
Want easy looks? Don't allow the defense to set up.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
From deep, George. Parrish gets the rebound. Warriors leading by 14. Barnes. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. When you think about Scotty Barnes, Doris, it's amazing how good he already is.
Kev, it's remarkable that he can affect almost every aspect of the game at a high level, meaning he can guard the opponent's best player, but he can also fill up the box score on the offensive end. Points, assists, rebounds, he can do it all.
And he finishes nicely on the layup. And the Warriors lead by 18 points.
Looking to close it out. That one might have been the backbreaker.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point.
There's 1:38 left in the fourth quarter. It's good. Nice touch there from Maxey.
It's impressive, the level of domination at both ends, and you're seeing the results.
You know this. It's not easy building a lead on the road, but this team has been lights out throughout the game.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Warriors.
They found a great rhythm from long range.
Yeah, Kevin, every time they left a man open deep, he'd get a good shot at the basket, didn't hesitate, and that aggression paid off.
And so they'll stretch their victory total to 19 on the season.
Really a big-time win for these guys. They've lost their first 2 games of the year to this team, so they won't be in danger of getting swept when they meet for the 4th time.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Tyrese Maxey.
What a relentless scoring night for this guy, in attack mode all evening.
Fires the 3, and another 3 for the Clippers. And it's Maxey with the ball for the Golden State Warriors. 13-point lead. Outside, Porter lets it go with the 3. Gets the 3-pointer to fall.
Spirited performance. You love to get this kind of win, especially on the road.
You've got to be able to block out all distractions in enemy territory. This team did a tremendous job staying focused on the task at hand.
Here's Jokic. Barnes grabs the miss. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. This one was over.
Ever since why I've been talking about, been laid up, been chained up, this don't change us. Just been through a lot. We gon' bounce back right up just like this. Yeah. Let me get my together. I got a jewel to catch. Always saying we together. Wanna be a part of the flick. Y'all know I tell no son. Making citizens arrest. I told the we gon' eat forever. I never let them start a death. Quavo, how you manifest? Cause I'm him in the flesh. In the same breath, I can show him how to American Express. I'm tired of you talking about him. Please let my nephew rest. This ain't nobody doing nothing. All on get. Shut it down, baby, shut it down. Hunter, shut it down, it's a mess. Little bit of meet me at UPS. Don't come around if you stand down. Since you stand down, get a check. Got that out the mud, look, get low. I'm making it scratch. Drop dead fresh like the mint. Yeah, them was at the mint. Cold sweat on the check. Every night I pray my don't call collect. Having plenty of dogs, go DM it. I'm going all gold on the north side, Sean Carter. I didn't take the martyr cause it didn't go to Jimmy Carter. Smarter, not harder. Wells Fargo in a Chargers. Want me to show you how to get to the top? Should've met me at the bottom. For real. I never fall out with a over Instagram follow. I call all the Instagram models, tell them let's take a trip to Cabo. Like, hey, mama, call me Johnny Bravo. Mama. Yeah. Tahoe, yeah. Turn a man, macho. Jump out the gym, we all trim. Making a movie, ain't a film. Bad, gon' flip my feel. He having so much with him. People not play with him. Got in the crib, they stay with him. Checking my safe for M. Yeah, please go play with them. I'ma gon' say it. Can't with your man. Think I'm going somewhere. I'm stuck with my fans. I put blood, sweat, and tears for the brand. All these cards I've been dealt. Can't play with my hand. Everybody know that I'm him. Everybody know that I'm him. Everybody Everybody know that I'm him. Everybody know that I'm him. Check the scout report. Everybody know that I'm him. Ask your of course. She gon' tell you I'm him. Everybody know that 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 I'm him. Check the scout report. Everybody know that I'm him. Ask your of course. She gon' tell you I'm him.
Ain't this what they've been waiting for? You ready? I used to pray for times like this, to rhyme like this, so I had to grind like that, to shine like this. In a matter of time I spent on some in the back of the locked on wrist, See my dreams unfold, nightmares come true. It was time to marry the game, and I said, yeah, I do. If you want it, you gotta see it with a clear eye view. Got shorty, she try and bless me like I said I chew. Like a sneeze, please for them getting cream. Never let them get in between of what we started. Look, but I'm lying-hearted. They love me when I was stuck and they hated when I departed. I go and get it regardless. Draw it like I'm an artist, no crawling. Went straight to walking with foreigns in my garages are foreign. Anything for $1, they tell me get him, I got him. I did it without an album. I did it with Mariah. Lil', I'm on fire. Icy as a hockey ring, Philly flyer. When I bought the Rolls Royce, they thought it was lease. Then I bought that new Ferrari, hey, to rest in peace. Hey, to rest in peace to the parking lot. Phantom so big, can't even fit in the parking spot. You ain't talking about my then what you talking about? Moving silent, and I don't talk a lot. I don't say a word. Was on my grind and now I got what I deserve. Hold up, wait a minute. Y'all thought I was finished. When I bought the ass tomorrow, y'all thought it was rented. Flexing on these, I'm like Popeye on the spinach. Double M, yeah, that's my team. The captain, I'm lieutenant. I'm the type of can the men cast and grind like I'm broke. That Lambo, my new, she'll ride like my ghost. I'm riding around my city with my
This is Kevin Harlan alongside Brett Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. The Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles, a place very familiar to both of these teams. Tonight, the Lakers take on their co-tenants, the Clippers. Taking a look at the Lakers. They lost on the road to the Bulls in their last game. And that's one they'd like to have back. A little more focus would have been enough. Just a 4-point loss.
Hey, they had their opportunities, but let's face it, they choked from the line. Hard to win that way on the road.
You cannot afford to do that. When you're in an opponent's building, you got to knock down free throws. That cost him.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
And looking back last season, how about 87% from the line? So that's obviously nothing to sneeze at.
Pass to Jokic. Shoots over Mobley. Puts up the runner and hits. And both these teams, of course, Greg, strong and rebounding. Should be a battle out there.
Nothing easy in the paint, Kevin. Both front courts will be fighting for every possession when they miss.
To the inside. Tries again. And Mobley lays it in.
Sometimes basketball is a simple game. Get that ball to Evan Mobley inside, and good things will happen.
Now, here's Jokic. He's been a factor in their offense on most nights with his scoring average of nearly 16 points a game.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Ball with the bucket.
Almost perfect in the game to start, 3 of 4.
Here's the screen. Outside, George. Pass to Jokic. Just 5 on the clock. They get it back. Outside for Caldwell Pope. Here's the 3. Jokic again. Jokic has got 7. Here's the Lakers with the ball. Brentley, you talk about the Clippers franchise, and you appreciate this so much.
You knew something good was coming, Kevin. Well, not only looking at Paul George get up, look at the guys on the bench loving it from PG.
Now, here's George. After the miss from Evan Mobley. Now, Jokic. He's got 7. George looking around. From deep. A shot by Starks, no good. And so it's Ball who brings the ball up for the Lakers. Trailing by 2. And there's the call on Evan Mobley. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
It's stolen by Green.
Awesome defense, just outstanding effort to reach his big hands in there and just rip the ball away.
And with that burst, you can count on LaMelo being the first up the court on the break. He won't miss a chance to get out and run.
Taken away by Kirilenko. Here's Mobley. That one falls. Mobley's got his second basket of the night.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
Stolen by Kirilenko. And uses both hands to jam it in.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. At this point in his career, Paul George says he's in bully mode. He said, every night I'm on the floor, I'm there to dominate. Whether it's being more physical or going right at whoever I got to go at, you're going to feel me. I'm having that approach every time. I'm there to destroy you. Kevin?
I love it, though, D.A. Got to admit it. Awful powerful. Thank you. Now, here's Wiggins. After the miss from Evan Mobley. Pass to George. Right wing. Jokic draws the double. 5 to shoot. For 3, Caldwell Pope. Iman Green with the rebound. The Lakers on offense. They've got an 8-0 run. And J.J. Redick is called timeout. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. He's scanning the floor. Pass to Valanciunas. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet.
And Valanciunas on the roll. Really hard to convince somebody to get in front of that.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Outside Garland. There's a screen over Conley. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers holding on to an 8-point lead, heading into the break. They're pounding the ball in.
The Lakers, 17.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Lakers.
A huge part of their offense, pushing the ball, looking for fast break opportunities. Always a good idea.
They've sort of assumed control of this game with their pressure defensively. They've been into the ball handler. They've done a great job of swarming. So they're creating some turnovers that they're capitalizing on.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. Valanciunas inside. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Well, a little physicality for a little guy goes a long way, but a little physicality from a big guy, that goes Valanciunas' way.
GA, you look how Garland can create for himself. Very good off the catch or the bounce.
So deadly off of those high pick and rolls because he can dribble into that three. A playmaker that can do that is a headache. Garland knows how to create that space and get his looks.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
Conley's shot is off. Clippers trailed by 10 to the middle. It's tipped. Here's Salon. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around him.
Always going up for the alley-oop here. And now the Clippers on the break. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. Inside, Ryan. A second chance effort. Outside, Walker. Lock at 6. Another shot. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
We know the 90s were a different era, Greg. Either win the game or win the fight. Under that, do you miss that physicality?
Well, I would say, Kevin, it made for some great stories, but I don't think we're missing much without all the extracurriculars. And I think we have a beautiful game now.
Here's Conley. Rebound by the Clippers. Pass to Walker. Here's Salon. And the Clippers miss again. Lakers leading by 6. Garland with the block. Puts up a deep 3. And Valanciunas pulls it down. Down low. Here's Kuminga. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game. And now looks like we've got an injury here, guys. We'll likely see him come out of the game.
This would be a terrible blow. Hopefully it's less serious than it looks.
Well, looking at his face right there, you can tell he's in a lot of pain, and there's a lot of trepidation right now on that team's sideline.
Pass to Jokic. Here's Big Nut Cole Jokic. And Jokic slings it in.
Jokic, is he? I think he's showing some emotion, Kevin.
Mobley a screen. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. One thing about winning the ball, he can really take over at times, Greg, when he's healthy and playing well.
And a lot of that is just his feel for the game. He processes quickly and then has the talent to execute. It's pretty hard to stop him when he's in the flow.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. that one on Mobley.
Don't confuse being slow with not having mobility. Jokic remains a threat to drive.
That one is off. What's great about Jokic, GA, is he can put up MVP numbers, and he's got a little personality to him, doesn't he?
He does. You can tell he just loves life. He loves everything he does, especially when he's on the floor, making his teammates better.
To the paint. Here's Mobley. Jokic grabs the miss. Got a piece of it. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Clippers will return possession.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, the Clippers are intent on winning big. Coach Tyronn Lue said half of it is great talent, and I think half of it is execution. When you get to the playoffs, it's a whole different animal. We got to be 100% execution with our talent. That makes for a dangerous team. Kevin?
Very dangerous. All right, David. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Here's Starks. And again, no good by the Clippers.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
And the call will be against LaMelo Ball. That is his first foul of the game. 1:02 left to play here in the half. They set the pick. Here's George. He averages a bit over 6 points a game.
Looks like they've lost a step here in the second quarter. They have been really stagnant offensively.
Number 17, Jonas Valanciunas.
5 on the clock. Floats it up for Wiggins. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
He makes that look so easy. Andrew Wiggins up and down on the alley-oop.
The screen from Thompson. Left side, Ball. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. Ball's got 4 points in the quarter.
LaMelo using that body control there, making the play off contact.
It's deflected. It's stolen by Valanciunas. And J.J. Redick is called timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. To the inside, deflects the pass. Boucher with the steal. And pushing it up, here's the Clippers. On the basket by Starks. Starks has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Fires from way outside. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers. With a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this game. We come back right after this. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. And it's time for an injury report.
Thanks, guys. I got a status report from the Clippers head athletic trainer. And after looking at it, he's told me that it doesn't appear as serious as they initially thought. They're going to keep him off the court for the time being, and they don't rule out the possibility that he'll have to miss a few more games as a result. Kevin?
Good information, David. He's certainly been on our minds. Now, at least, Greg, we have a little more clarity.
Yeah, now they have the information they need to take the best course of action.
Everybody wishing the best for him. We all know how badly he wants to be out there playing alongside his teammates and competing.
And Thompson puts up a deep three. They grab their own miss. A kick out to Mobley.
John Starks. That's his third personal foul. First team foul.
And the Lakers have possession. They've held a 12-point lead early.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Down low, George. And George with the stuff.
PG just springing to the rim.
And so it's Ball who brings the ball up for the Lakers. They lead by 7. A shot by Thompson. No one's around. Buries the long-range jumper. Thompson's got 6.
And you're asking for more trouble than you can handle if you're going to let him just roam free from beyond the arc.
It's stolen by Green. All alone. And Green slams it in.
Doing everything himself. I love it when Green uses his defense to create offense.
Yeah, they're going to try to search out for somebody that's got a hot hand right now. 1 of 4 to start the half.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
The Clippers are good, turning it over.
Yeah, the body language right now is not looking good for this basketball team. The game might be out of reach, but they have to avoid mistakes like that.
And J.J. Redick calls timeout here. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Substitution here for the Lakers.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Mitchell. The 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. There's Ball with the 3.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Inside. And it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
And Valanciunas just needs a little bit of airspace. He's so big, easy for him to get to the rim.
Back to Walker. Pass to Salon. Boucher the screen. And Salon gets it to go. He has 5.
And as they're trailing in this game, that they're trying to stay in it with the triple. Shooting a lot more of them than they did in the first half.
And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
So much drive in this game. Ball wants to beat you and make you feel it.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
And how about last season? Made about 79% of his attempts, so those are really quality numbers.
Pass to Boucher. Jacks up a 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. Boucher got his first 3 points of the game.
They've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
Left side, Ball. Six to shoot. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession.
Lakers substitution. Number 10.
Clippers trailed by 11. Boucher the screen. There's the triple. No good. All right, Brent, quickly. First thing that comes to your mind when you think of Jonathan Kuminga.
Physicality, Kevin. I mean, this guy is so dominant athletically that Jonathan Kuminga is a presence out on the floor. He continues to put himself into situations where he can put his body on guys and play fearlessly. This game is going to continue to grow.
Pass to Salon. Fires the 3. A shot, no good. Lakers leading by 14. Here's Kuminga driving to the basket. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Kuminga is so physical. You'll get a lot of these.
And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stretch for the Lakers?
They've been running away from the defense all game. I mean, loads of points here off the fast break, and the opposition just hasn't been able to adjust to that aggressive play style.
Something else I've seen from them in this game is just how quick they are to capitalize on the turnover. I mean, they're pouncing on that stuff. You've got to be careful when you're handling the ball around them. Well, he's too good a finisher to blow that kind of chance, but that's going to be a wake-up call to the defense.
30 seconds left for the third. Shot clock at 6. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Lakers shooting their 7th free throw attempt here. And the wing jumper offline.
And I'm not sure that is a shot that he should be taking.
No, he should know better. He knows that's not his game, which is why we don't see him take that shot off.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebound, going to work on the board.
Stick with fundamentals there. Shot goes up, box out, or he'll be one.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for the Lakers. He takes it in. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
And he can carry a team. We've seen it from Ball before, and we're seeing it again.
3-on-3 from past the arc. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Here's Starks. Good on the bucket.
As good a passer as anyone in the league. Jokic is center, folks. That's just silly.
Outside, Ball. On the wing, Thompson. Right side, Ball. Off target on the 15-footer.
His touch from mid-range, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
And shot by Caldwell Pope, no good. Lakers lead by 18. Thompson, left side. Good. Great play by Green to set it up.
Clay not forcing anything, just waiting for his time and collecting points in the flow of the offense.
Outside, Green. His 3-pointers off the mark. And now the Clippers on the break. Here's Wiggins. And they recover it. And it comes off the front of the rim. Thompson right side. And a wide open look for Kirilenko. Offline with his 3.
The D doesn't seem to be too worried about him from 3-point range, and he shows us why. Still, I expect him to make one of those.
And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Out to Thompson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the wide open shot from Green. Good on the triple.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
And again, it's the Clippers missing.
Solid rebound there. And with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Outside, Ball. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And one on Caldwell Pope. Well, the most important event of the NBA calendar might be in June. And it's not the finals, but rather for so many teams, Brent, the NBA draft.
Well, Kevin, it's a chance for you to set the table for your franchise. What do you want to have for next year? What do you want to have 5 years from now? And so all the work that goes in, the scouting, the intel work, to build up a team where you are making the steps and taking strides to become a championship caliber team, that stuff starts at the NBA draft. Paul George, really a true two-way player in the NBA, gives you so much on both ends, so you get all-star value offensively and defensively.
Pass to Mobley. Fires from deep. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Great game for him. Double-double now. 12 points and 10 rebounds. They get a hand on it. And here Starks. Covered by Mitchell. From deep, Jokic. That shot missing.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
And it's Mitchell missing.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on every possession throughout the game.
Mitchell looking it over. Takes the three. Knocks down the three ball. Mitchell's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Lakers.
And it may be a comfortable win for him, but they had to weather a few storms along the way, and that's all part of the story.
Yeah, Kevin, this was by no means the runaway that it might appear to be. It was a scrappy performance, though, all the way through.
And ever win important, and this one will go down as win number 3.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
And something we've come to almost expect is greatness from this guy. Such an overall great performance it was for Evan Mobley.
I like his aggressiveness here tonight, especially on the glass. He was not messing around.
Over in the corner, Kuminga. Mitchell outside. Floats it up for Kuminga. Paul George with the steal. Pulls up for 3. A shot by Starks, no good. Now, here's Thompson. At the elbow, Kirilenko. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Outside, George. The drive by Jokic. Count it, good.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is.
When they come to